Hello friends, welcome to the next video of Applied Finance Simplified. I am Dr. Ruzbeh Bodhanwala and today we are going to learn about sector investing. In our previous video, we had discussed how retail investors can benefit by investing in index funds, either Sensex plan or the Nifty 50. Today, we will take a step further and share with you that if an investor wants to earn a higher return by taking a little higher risk and still continue to remain invested in funds like index funds, how can sector investing help the investor in maximizing the returns? The year 2020 and 2021 have not been very nice, and we all have suffered due to the Corona Wave 1 and Corona Wave 2. However, as an investor, we have learned a little from what happened during the Corona 1 period, which started somewhere in March 2020. We know now that there are certain sectors which do well even when the market situations are bad. For example, the pharma sector has done considerably well, the technology sector, the consumer goods sector and the consumer discretionary sector has done well, whereas there are some sectors which have not done so well. So as an investor, if we have an opinion as to which sectors will relatively perform better than the other sector, then what we can consider is, instead of investing in index funds, we can think of investing in sectoral funds. So what we will do is, we will do a backtest starting from the year 2006 in different sectors and check out if sector investing would have generated a higher return than index investing. In order to test out our hypothesis if sector investing is beneficial, we downloaded the data of some of the sectors starting 29th March 2006. And after obtaining the sectoral index data, we calculated the yearly rolling return of these sectors versus the yearly rolling return of investing in the benchmark indexes. As you can see, if an investor would have invested in Standard & Poor Healthcare Price Index on 29th March 2006 and would have remained invested for 1 year, the return that the investor would have generated would be close to -5%. As compared to the investment if the investor would have invested in the S&P BSE Sensex, which is close to 16%. So what we have to learn here is that when you take an exposure to a sectoral index, your risk is higher than as compared to investing in a Sensex or an index fund, because index funds are fairly diversified as compared to the sectoral funds. Now let's see how sectoral index generates return over a long period of time. So after obtaining the yearly rolling returns, what we have to see is what is the average return, the median return and the standard deviation. So let's observe the information that is generated in row 19, 20 and 21. As you can see, the highest average return that a sector has been generated by the Standard & Poor Consumer Durables Price Index, which has been close to 26%. And this is very closely followed by another sectoral index, which is the Bankax Index, which has generated a return of close to 20%. These two are much higher than the average returns generated by the Sensex, which is close to 14%. And if you wish to use the S&P BSE National 500 Price Index return as a benchmark, which are close to 15%, even then the sectoral index returns are higher than all these 2-3 benchmarks which we have used. Now let's observe what is the risk associated. As you can see, the risk which is measured by the standard deviation of investing in S&P BSE Sensex plan is close to 0.28, whereas the risk of investing in a sectoral fund, which is the Standard & Poor Consumer Durables, it goes to as high as 0.48, and Bankax is also higher at 0.38. This should be an indicator that investors who are willing to take a higher risk and take an exposure to a sectoral fund can generate higher returns. And finally, for investors who would like to learn more about sectoral investing, I would request you to refer to the link given in the description box, which will take you to the Bombay Stock Exchange website, where you can learn more about sectoral investing. You need to use this drop down box and you can choose the sector where you wish to take an exposure, and using this drop down you can refer to all the constituents which are a part of a sector. I hope you have liked this video. Please share with your friends. Thank you for watching.